Umoja 2 TV preseason show. We're here with Schalmont Sabres head coach Greg Loiacono. Coach, you had an exciting season last year. Tell me about your thoughts of last year and what you expect to do this year.
Well, obviously, when we finished, I think we were 22-2. We end up in the sectional finals for the second year in a row, and that's never easy to do, 2 years in a row. And hopefully we can repeat and we got to get through our league first. Our league is very competitive and very tough, and that's going to be the first and foremost, is trying to get through our league and just get better every day. Right now, we can't look at sectionals. We got to look at, right now it's Albany Academy on the 30th, so that's going to be a tough one for us. But I think our guys are up to the challenge.
Now, you lost LJ and a few other guys last year. Talk about that, losing those guys and who's going to replace them.
Yeah, LJ, Nick Boyd, Gannon Struby, Darnell Green, the other three seniors we had. Those guys brought energy every day. They brought confidence, and that they had played for me for a few years. So that it does hurt losing them. We do have 7 returning seniors, so there's some guys that know what they're doing. The guys from the JV are trying to catch up right now as we speak. We'll see how fast they can progress, and our success will come from how well our younger guys can start to pick up what we're trying to do.
Now, you got Odell. You got Shane Odell over there, and he had a little injury during the summer. And is he healthy now? And then what do you expect from him this year?
He's very healthy. He's looking good right now, and we actually have Jake Sanford, who's been on varsity since 8th grade. Nobody really wants to talk about that, so we'll keep him hidden. But he's pretty good too, and Trent Randall, LJ's younger brother, is pretty good too. So we got some guys that can step in. Austin Redmond, we got some guys that can step in and hopefully fill the shoes and big shoes of the guys that we lost.
So speaking of Shane Odell, what has he put in his packages of moves? What has he done differently in the weight room? Talk about some things that's going to be different or he improved on.
I think if you you'll interview him in a little bit, but his lean muscle, he's just starting to get a little leaner, and he's even stronger now. So, he can handle the ball, he can put it in the post, he can pass it, he can shoot it. So he's just trying to keep continuing to work on his overall game and become quicker, more explosive, and I think you'll see a little bit of that this season, hopefully.
Coach, talk to me a little bit about how you erased last year out of these guys had. You said you had 7 returning seniors. They remember the run you had, being, I think, highest as ranked as number 2 in the state. How you forget about that and refocus on this year?
When they walked off the court, I told every junior and underclassman, I said, remember this, because remember how bad it hurts, so that when we get to the season, and you saw the energy that these guys have every day, the energy is there, and if we keep bringing that energy and enthusiasm just to push each other, and they know where they want to go, it's going to be up to them to get us where they want to be back to, and that's just obviously getting to the Civic Center. But like I said, we got a lot of work to do. Our first 5 games are against A or AA schools, so we got our work cut out for us.
A lot of coaches and personnel people we talk about how a wonderful job you guys are doing here. Talk about a little bit about the culture that you're building here and your expectations of your program.
I think it's just, I've tried to create a family atmosphere. I still have a group. I have a group chat with the guys my first year from the 14-15 team that lost in the sectional finals. Some of those guys have graduated from college. Some are seniors now, so it's always good to stay in touch. And then just, bringing a whole family atmosphere. We go down and we work with the kindergarten through 3rd graders every Saturday morning. So they look up to these guys. We bring them. They sit on our bench. They sit behind our bench. I'm always trying to go to the CDYBL games and show my face and show my support for those younger guys. And so some of these guys come, and it's just trying to create that family atmosphere so they, from the time they're in kindergarten, they want to be a Sabre. They want to play Schalmont basketball on this court at some point in their life. So we're just trying to keep those guys hungry at the younger levels. That's what it's all about, is building a culture. We got to take the guys we get from kindergarten on up and just keep working with them.
That's good stuff there. Now, Coach, talk to me a little coach talk here. Talk to me a little bit about how you break the seasons up in increments. So quarter, midway, latter way, the end. What are you looking for? How do you build when you're going along?
One step at a time. Really, we just want to get better every day. You know, do the little things and continue to do the little things every day to try to make us better. You know, in years past, we may have, you know, tried to take some things off and tried to give them a break. I don't know how much that's worked. You kind of always reevaluate every season what you thought worked, what you didn't think worked in terms of offense, defense, personnel. I think for us, it's just getting better every day. Like I said, bringing those younger guys up so that they're competing with the guys that are already here and pushing them, because that's what's ultimately going to make us best, is when the first team and the second team are just going at it. I don't know, you guys got here a little late, but they were going at it a little bit tonight, so it's always good to see.
Yeah, we heard a little bit of intensity when we walked in. We seen you even in your mojo getting into it and stuff like that. So talk to us a little bit about your intensity and what you expect and what you bring to the table in terms of getting these guys ready intensity-wise.
I try to be as calm and cool and collective on the sidelines as I can be, but these guys know that, you know, inside I want to win just as bad as anybody else. So I was kind of raised that way. My parents never let me win at anything. So, you know, my dad never let me, you know, beat him at horse or beat him at anything. So that's just how it is. And I teach my son 6. He doesn't get any freebies either when we're playing basketball. So it's just, I bring that same intensity to the court, and then, you know, hopefully they carry that on into the games.
Talk to me about the Colonial Council as a whole. I mean, I think it might be a slept-on conference. Talk to me about the quality of players, the coaches. Talk to me about the Colonial Council.
It's, you know, top to bottom. There's not, you don't have any nights off. You know, there's no team that you're like, oh, we don't have to game plan for this team. We're watching film. We're trying to game plan for every opponent, one opponent at a time, though. And, you know, like I said, LaSalle, Lansingburg, Mahonison, Ichabod. Then we play Waterville. You know, Cohoes as the Brown kid back. Voorheesville is going to be solid this year. Again, you know, they're well coached every year. So it's not, there's no nights that you're just going to walk in and you just, you know, well, we're here to play, we're here to win, and then just walk off the court. They know, our guys know that that's not possible in the Colonial.
Coach, so I'll close out by finally saying, Coach, I know you alluded to the fact that you're lucky to have the personnel that you've been having with. You're blessed, but also I want to say they're lucky to have you as well. It takes a good coach along with good players to get the job done. So we want to congratulate you on a job well done, and we appreciate your time and your efforts, and we look forward to seeing you down the road. And we wish you the best of luck, Coach.
I appreciate that. I appreciate you guys, too.
Yep.
Thanks for supporting us.
Thank you.
Thanks for supporting Section 2 basketball.